Greetings from Encinitas. This is DJ Roob. I am the host of Not So Serious Radio on KKSM, Palomar College Radio, and we are here at the Pacific View Art Center for yet another Pacific View session. These sessions are a program of the city of Encinitas, and the city is such a major supporter of the arts, and we are so happy that they are doing this, allowing us to do this, and we're going to be focusing artists from the San Diego music scene, and we've got one here tonight. Please welcome Daniel Ezra.
And I can't even find So that was the first track from our first EP, Lazy Ways. We're going to do one that's unreleased next. But we're working on a new record, so this one is going to be probably the first single from that record. Just had to retune real quick from the open D and all that stuff. It's not too quiet in the morning. Woke with the ringing in my ears. What did I say to you, my darling? I'm not sure if you could hear. We were drinking on the rooftops. The neon lights filled up my brain. But now they faded with the sunrise, peeking through my window pane. When I go back to the bar to put my mind at ease, you got me falling through the dark, you got me on my knees. And you got me hypnotized. I know you love to tease. And then I wake up all alone. Couldn't stop you from leaving me. All the work that's left to do. Stack of bills that I gotta pay. I can't help but think of you. The reason I stayed up so late. You gave me whiskey, you took my time. I think it's messing up my life. I know it's all just a waste of money. You're the queen bee, but you got no honey. Oh, oh, and then I go back to the bar to put my mind at ease. You got me howling through the dark. You got me on my knees. Well, you got me hypnotized, and I know you love to tease. And then I wake up all alone. Well, you can do whatever you please. Ever you please. Ever you please. Oh.
Oh yeah, we got some new music here from Daniel Ezra. Drinking on Rooftops, the name of that song. You heard it here first. I wouldn't recommend drinking on rooftops unless certain safety measures were in place.
Yeah, or it's a rooftop bar, maybe.
It could be.
Yeah.
But still, you need those safety measures.
That's true.
Well, welcome to Pacific View Art Center. Nice to have you here. Of course, would you please introduce yourself and your bandmates?
My name is Daniel Ezra. I play the rhythm guitar and I write these songs. This is Josh Smith on the lead guitar over here. You might recognize him from a million different bands. This is Kyle Dramer on the bass. We've been playing together for a very long time, since he was in high school. And me. This is John Robertson on the drums. Also played with him forever. And he mixes and masters all our music, too. Sound engineer.
Wow, it's a nice package.
Oh, yeah.
So to
Only the
speak.
best.
Yeah. So, Daniel, rumor has it you're a multi-instrumentalist. You got guitar, you got accordion, you got banjo, and you're a classically trained pianist.
That's correct, yes.
Yeah. With a degree in music history
Music history,
from
yes.
UCLA.
Yes, correct.
So clearly you're qualified to be doing all this stuff.
I'd like to think so, although rock and roll is a far cry from what I was studying at UCLA.
That's all right. You're allowed to branch out.
Yeah.
So you have spent more than a decade being essentially a sessions player here in San Diego. Let's hear a little bit more about that and some of the artists you've worked with.
Yeah, I mean, when I graduated college, I moved back here, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I did have a friend who I write songs with, and we actually started a band with these two guys way back when. But at the time, I was lucky enough to join a band called the Nervous Records, which is fronted by Brian Karsig, who is the lead guitarist of Louis XIV. So this was his side project, and I figured, well, I'll play keys in the Nervous Records, and then I'll play guitar and accordion in my own weird music, and try to use the clout from the Nervous Records to get my other band off the ground, and had a great time doing that. Unfortunately, that band did not last forever. We broke up around 2015, 2016, and but I was lucky enough to join the Redwoods Collective, and I was playing keys for them for a long time. That includes, well,
you've worked with the Midnight Pine,
yes,
Rebecca Jade and the Cold Fact, Danny Bell and the Tarantists,
yes, and Bertie Bardot.
and Bertie Bardot.
Yeah.
That's an impressive lineup.
Thank you.
But you've worked with other bands beyond the Redwoods, correct?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
If I can remember them.
Yeah, so you've been doing this for a while, but then you said, you know what, I need to focus on me a little bit more.
Yeah.
So 2022 comes around, and you're saying, I got a bunch of songs that have been accumulating. I got to do something with them.
It's true, yeah. So after our old band, which was called Ugly Boogie, broke up around 2014, I was writing a bunch of garage rock, kind of bluesy, 50s and 60s inspired music, and didn't have much time to have a band of my own, and was so busy with the Redwoods. And then COVID hit, and it was like, nobody's doing anything. We figured out how to record from home, but I was like, this is the time to record my backlog, which we're still working our way through. Some of these songs are pretty old, or maybe 10 years old or more, and it's taken a long time because of life, but we're finally getting them done.
I like that. And they don't sound stale. I couldn't tell any song was 10 years old.
Oh, thank you.
Just by listening. So then you put out your first EP in 2024 called Lazy Ways, and we just heard a track from that at the top of the set here.
Right?
And I heard from Karina Wheatley of Karina's Listening Lounge, who said that it and you are a gem hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, it was very sweet of her. Yeah, she has these backyard shows that she does, and to try to promote the local scene, and they're called Karina's Listening Lounge, and they're a lot of fun.
And that album was more garage rocky.
Mm-hmm.
And then last year you put out your second EP called Incantations, which was not garage rocky.
That's true. You know, I struggled for so long with issues of, do I start multiple bands? It's really hard for me to write consistently in one genre. So I had a bunch of songs that were kind of more in a kind of a folk punk style that we used to play in our old band, and finally had some downtime to record those. So that's what Incantations is, and we're actually going to play a couple songs from it.
I love it, and that's how I really found out about you, with listening to that album. And
that's right.
And one of the songs you're going to play in a little bit. I would like to bring up one other kudos to you, if that's the right way to put it.
Sure.
With respect to Incantations, the troubadour, San Diego troubadour, Chloe Liu in particular, said, dark folk that blends ethereal themes with a bluegrass tinge.
That's, yes. I was very, me and my old songwriting partner, whose name is Brady Alvarez, I would play guitar and he would play banjo, and he got me into bluegrass back in the day. So a lot of stuff is kind of inspired by that kind of two-step, rhythm. And I wrote a ton of songs in that style, and it was really fun to record them.
Right. All right. Well, let's get back to the music. It looks like you're queued up for a song, No One at All.
Yes, this one is from the Lazy Ways EP. It's more of the blues rock, and then we'll do a few from Incantations.
Wonderful. Daniel Ezra, Pacific View Sessions.
Thank you.
Ships are sailing straight to the edge. And I gotta leave you, honey. I know there ain't much money. I'll be back when it's over. Some sunny day. Some sunny day. Where have you gone, father? Even your only daughter, this woman named my mother. Where have you gone? You didn't start no wars. I'm gonna lock my door. She ain't so nice no more. I got no mother here. I got no mother here. Be strong, my little daughter. I'll be across the water. Someone is with you, better than no one at all. Back to my beds and bed, so fast my socks turn red. Preacher, I need a bed till my father comes home. Till father comes home. I feel the storm coming, I feel the war coming. 10,000 ships are sailing straight to the edge. You're not the only one. When it's all said and done, wait till the war is won. Some sunny day, some sunny day. I knew there's a bum note in there. Yeah, it's okay. It happens. Happens to the best of us. All right, John, you got Never See the Sun ready? Big Splash. Give me the moon. Give me the moon. Give me the stars. Give me all the whiskey at the bar. Give me the night. Don't let it end. Well, I never want to see the sun again. Give me the dark and curtains drawn. Turn out the light, this time we will outrun the dawn. Give me the shade, my sweetest friend. Well, I never want to see the sun again. Friday killed my Saturday, and I cannot pretend that I ever want to see the sun again. I slept all day, I stayed in bed. Last night turned into thunder in my head. They said get up, to them I said that I never want to see the sun again. Friday killed my Saturday, and I cannot pretend that I ever want to see the sun again. Oh, it's much too bright for me sun again.
All right. We made it. All right, next we're going to play the song for Pessimists, which is one that DJ Roob here has played on his radio show. We're really stoked about that. Figured the set would not be complete without it, so. This song is when you really are kind of done with everything. Just everything. You don't want to get out of bed, etc.
With the sunshine, why bother with the rain? Why bother going outside? We're dealing with today. Why bother with the moonlight? Why bother seeing friends? No use in being polite. Why bother to pretend? Face the music. Why bother with a song? Why bother singing anything when everything's going wrong? Why bother chasing your dreams when you slow down to a crawl? When mornings are so cold and dark, why bother getting up at all? I waited for the sunshine, and I listened to the rain. You know we'll all be gone someday, only garbage will remain. It's time to face the music. Why bother with a song? Why bother singing anything when everything's going wrong? Why bother with your protest? Do you think you can escape? Tell me what's the use of trying to save your doomed human race?
Oh yeah, Song for Pessimists. That was my gateway drug into the music of Daniel Ezra. I heard that song and it stuck with me. It's an earworm, and I'm a little obsessive about things. I played it an embarrassing amount of times.
Really? Oh man,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then it had to be featured on the air, and I got
love
some good
it.
feedback from
How
that.
did you come across it?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but I love that, and it was interesting to hear that version of it, and the version of the last song you played, which was "Never See the Sun," because I'm used to the acoustic-y sort of versions, and it was nice to hear it rocking out.
Yeah.
Impressive, fellas.
Thank you.
Yeah. So the album Incantations, the EP, that was recorded in part with some funding from the what is it called? The Steam Engine Foundation.
That's right, Steam Engine grants. Yes.
Yeah. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Oh, I got put in touch with them through Alex Bergen, who's a local songwriter.
Yep.
He said they're looking to support local music and local artists, and he sent a message to everybody who's a part of the Flim Flam. I don't know if you're familiar, but that's a group that I play a lot at Flim Flam. Like, it's once a month at the Whistle Stop. It's always great songwriting and great musicians. So that's a community that I'm a part of, and he said, you should apply. They're looking to support people. So I did, and I had a meeting with them, and they agreed to give me a little bit of money
Yeah.
to support my album. And these things are expensive. It's expensive to mix and master and to record things and to have equipment and all that stuff. So it was a helpful thing.
That's incredible. My hat's off to them for doing that. Just
Yeah.
supporting artists who maybe are not able to afford to do all that.
Totally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm impressed.
Yeah.
And obviously they got their money's worth.
I'd like to think so.
Yeah. I want to hear a little bit more about some of your influences or inspirations.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit all over the place. Tom Waits is a big inspiration. If you could probably hear that in Never See the Sun, which was one of the singles along with Song for Pessimists from Incantations. I love his music. I love the whole vibe of it. But I grew up listening to the White Stripes a lot, so this is a lot, very, very Jack White inspired. And of course, just really classic rock, Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Velvet Underground, all that kind of stuff. However, some of the weirder stuff comes from my love of Radiohead, which is a huge deal to me. But a lot of my music doesn't really sound like that.
No, but it might, and you don't realize it.
We'll see. Yeah,
Some chord progressions or something.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, it's so funny. I think about this all the time because growing up playing classical piano, listening to lots of classical music, watching Fantasia over and over again when I was a very little kid, like all of that gave me a love of kind of weirder, more interesting sounds and textures and stuff like that.
Well, it shows.
Thank you.
All right, so I got like an oddball question for
Okay.
you. What's the weirdest? Wait, what's the weirdest place an inspiration for a song ever hit you? I don't know if I articulated that well.
We're not playing this one, but there's a short song. One time I was. Sometimes songs hit you when you're in the car, and you're just like, whether you're driving or parked or whatever, and. Sometimes I'll end up singing a little line to myself over and over again. So I have a song that's going to be probably the last one on the next album called Mistakes. And this just goes, I've made so many mistakes. And that hit me sitting in the car at a parking lot of a job that I hated and I needed to quit.
And then you built a song around it.
Yeah. And I went home and I was like, that's actually pretty good. Maybe that can be something.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you got a couple more for us?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's hit it. Daniel Ezra, Pacific View Sessions.
Make sure I'm still in tune. That's pretty good, right? All right, this next one is called Paradoxical Insomnia, which is a real thing about, when you're trying to go to sleep and you keep thinking about it, and paradoxically that's what keeps you awake. Anyway, it's a whole thing. Here's the song.
To fall asleep hour after hour, still counting sheep. You offered good advice, which I tried to take, but after all this time I'm still awake. Doesn't really matter how much I try. 'Cause trying never seemed to help me get by. Everything I have has come my way. I never really had a whole lot of say. I'm just along for the ride, passenger inside my life. choice I make always feels wrong. So I keep my mouth shut just to get along. I wish that I could speak more honestly when it's all closing in around me. I'm just along for the ride, the passenger inside my life. Oh, oh yeah, I'm still learning how to trust myself. I'm still learning how to trust myself. Well, I'm still learning how to trust myself. Still learning how to trust myself. Oh.
All right, so we got one more. Okay, we're gonna have to do a little quick tune on this one. A little tune up.
People realize how many weird things I make until I sleep.
Try not to think about it.
You know what they say, John, a man of many weird faces. Uncomfortable smile, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, the song is called "What Have I Got to Lose," and it's gonna be on the new record.
Oh, whoa, oh, whoa, oh, whoa, oh, oh, na 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 I'm not that good at keeping calm. No matter what I say, it's wrong, yeah, oh yeah. You said I was no good, I lied to you, but I wish that I could be true. But I just can't do right by you. Thoughts are racing 2 by 2, and I keep wasting them on you, yeah, oh yeah. I saw your face online, stopped my heart, it broke my mind in two. But I just can't do right by you. When you're impossible to please, why should I try? You hate me when I tell the truth, you hate me when I lie. And I have paid my dues, it's my chance to choose another life. Tell me, what have I got to lose? Take it, Jess. You're impossible to please, why should I try? Hate me when I tell the truth, hate me when I lie, hate me when I lie. truth. You hit me when I lie, hit me when I lie. I have paid my dues. It's my chance to choose another life. So tell me, what have I got to lose? Tell me, what have I got to lose? Tell me, what have I got to lose?
Oh yeah, that was a banger.
Thank you.
Yeah, what have I got to lose? I don't know. I have nothing to say. I'm rendered speechless.
Oh my gosh.
But thanks for sharing the new track, all the new tracks and the old tracks. It's thanks for bringing it here today, Daniel. You're a talented man.
Thank you
and you have a talented crew. We got Josh, we got Kyle, we got John. Thanks for all for coming in, and we'll see you on the circuit.